Boom. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Browns Morning Brew, by the Bearded Browns podcast, guys. I got me, my buddy Sam over here today. What is up, everybody? Thank you for joining us. Sam, how are you, buddy?
Woke up a little stuffed up this morning. That's from playing outside on them roofs during the week. So other than that, just the usual.
Yeah, I had a hell of a Friday night. I know that. Rough day. Drinking some water. I'm not even drinking coffee this morning.
I'm on the water myself. I do got to do some Christmas shopping. I think I might step out today to do that.
That's what we're doing after the show. Me and the wife are going Christmas shopping. Fun. Yep. Last minute. I love the last minute shopping, dude. Like, I got to find something for my daughter. Well, both my daughters, actually, but everybody else is taken care of. I want to tell you so bad what I got Tyler. I think I already did, but I can't say it on the show just in case he's watching.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. You'll ruin. You definitely will ruin a surprise.
You'll like it. I think I told you. If not, I'll tell you after the show.
Yeah, cool.
But we are live today, here to talk about the Browns versus the Bengals. It's a hell of a weekend in Ohio for football. We got Ohio State and Tennessee today, Cincinnati, and the Browns tomorrow. Do you think we could honestly pull this game off tomorrow? I mean, would you want to win? My biggest question, I guess, is win this game to look good for yourself, or win this game to, I screwed that all up. Win the game to kind of push the Bengals away from a playoff chance, or lose to tank?
It's always Battle of Ohio. I don't want to lose it, but if you're on the draft pick, if you're looking for that draft pick, why would you want to win the game? I mean, honestly, but we seem to have their number. Even if this is Browns. Even if they wanted to tank it, they probably couldn't do it and end up winning. Oh, you were supposed to miss the field goal, Hopkins. Now you made it. What are you doing?
Right. That's our luck.
That's the Browns. But we always seem to have Joe Burrow's number, man. He's 2 for 5 against the Browns. We always seem to be able to lock him up, but comes from that pressure. We seem to get, once we get pressure on Burrow, he seems not to do too well against the Cleveland Browns. But I don't know, like you said, man, I don't know. I'd rather have a nice draft pick at this point in the season. That's just me. I mean, I'm a diehard Browns fan. Of course, I want to win every game, but I don't know. It's time to we got to make some changes, and it starts at the top with them picks. Can help a lot. So
yeah, I agree. Excuse me. Joe Burrow and his offense are actually doing pretty good. We know that. He's leading the NFL with 3,977 passing yards right now. 361 of his completions out of 527 attempts. So Joe Burrow did come off his injury pretty well. His percentage is 68.5%. He's averaging 7.6 yards, 36 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions, and his rating is 107.1. So he is well. He's doing well. We know that, and I think we have a defense that can stand up to him if need be, if we're trying to tank or whatever. I honestly don't know what this team's doing anymore, but bless you.
Thank you. I said I woke up a little stuffed up. Yeah, their offense is definitely pulling its weight. Their defense is struggling. I mean, they're not helping that offense out at all. I mean, I don't even know what their defense is ranked. You know what their defense is ranked?
I think they're like 23rd. Hold on.
Yeah, because I know their secondary is not too good. But like you said, that offense has been
13. Never mind, I was off.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're 23rd. Yeah, they're number 13 right now. But they did lose some key players as well. So I mean,
right.
With that being said, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, it's a box of chocolates game.
Yeah, and
you don't know what you're going to get.
Facts.
Right.
Their rushing offense, as total rushing yards throughout the year so far, is 1,275 yards. They rushed 309 times. Average carry 4.1 yards a carry, with 10 rushing touchdowns. We can stop their run game as long as we can learn how to tackle by tomorrow. We'll be all right.
Right, man. We've touched on this a few times. that first guy has to wrap up. Quit going out there and trying to make the biggest play of your life. Wrap them up, wait for help, let the second or third guy come in there and try to punch the ball out or go for that strip. Wrap up. Simple as that. First guy, wrap up. If they're not telling them kids that, they should be screaming it down their throats. I don't want to see no more little dangly arm tackle crap either.
It looks like they're trying to force a fumble every time, but it doesn't happen.
It's not working.
These guys are paid to hold on to that damn ball, and that's what they do.
Yeah. Like I said, man, first guy wrap up, and then when you got help coming in, when you start to get that gang tackle going, let them guys do that dirty work. Let them guys. Your job is to wrap up. That's it.
All right. Their offensive rankings, man. Their points per game is 28.5. We know it was a struggle for us to pull together 20 points with Deshaun. We finally bring in Winston, and we get beyond 20 points, but we still lose every game. But they're averaging 28.5. They're ranked 5th in the league, and their total yards per game are 362, and they're ranked 10th in that. Again, it's the offense, man. The passing yards per game, 271, ranked first. Obviously, Joe Burrow's first in passing yards. We mentioned that. And their rushing yards, 91.1, and that's ranked 30th. So, I mean, they're almost averaging 100 yards rushing a game, and they're 30th out of 32 teams. That's
crazy. It's wild.
So, obviously, we're going back to the rush game. Supposed to be a passing league, but rushing has been a thing this year, it seems.
Yeah, it seemed like it. Yeah, well, yeah, it seemed like it's on a turnaround. Which I mean, I like the run game, man. It's just gritty. It's hard. It's just I love watching them guys go through those tower of men and just moving stuff, man. It's grimy. I like that part of the game, man. That's the physical part of it. I like that. Running back for me was always like one of my favorite positions is running back because I like it because you're always the target. Everybody's trying to get you right off the bat. As soon as you touch that ball, everybody wants to rip your head off. And it's dodge, move, duck, dive, bring in that stiff arm out my way. You know what I'm saying? And so I always like the grittiness of running back. So I'm glad that that's coming back, man. That's like the NBA now. I don't even watch that garbage. Everybody's just jacking up threes the whole time.
Right.
I mean, I want to see some of that gritty. Ain't nobody boxing down low. Ain't nobody, it's not, I don't even watch it anymore. I don't even want to get into that, but I'm glad that the grittiness of the running game is starting to step back up in NFL. Totally.
It's a big role, man. You got to block, you got to run, you got to get through that line. And that's a problem we're having this year, obviously. But the Bengals' defensive performance is far from being decent. They allow actually 27.6 points a game, and they're ranked 31st in their division. 387 yards, ranked 26th for total yards allowed per game. What's that?
I'm sorry. Their defense right now is their crippler. I think if their defense was playing even a little bit better than they're playing now, they might have had better hopes for some type of playoff. There's I heard the other day, 11% chance right now is where they're standing at. And if they lose one game here on out, they're out, obviously. But
right.
So we could play spoiler. So I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead, continue.
No, you're good. I'm looking up a percentage for the win tomorrow. Actually, I usually do that, but I didn't do that this week. Cincinnati Bengals 6-8 are solid favorites, expected to win by at least a touchdown. Currently 9.5 over the Cleveland Browns, 3-11. The Browns have dropped 3 games straight. The over/under for this one is 47 points. Man. All right. 47 points. Anyways, yeah, they're not great. Obviously, the old saying defense wins championships is not true if you're a Cleveland Brown. We know that. Their passing defense has allowed 3,492 yards. Completion percentage allowed 65.2. Yards per attempt at 7.3. Passing touchdowns allowed 26 with 12 interceptions. The opponent's passer rating at the end of every game averages 94.6. You got It's what I'm scared about tomorrow is putting one Dorian Thompson Robinson in there. What did you call him? Dorian Tiny Robinson?
Dorian Tiny Robinson. Dorian Tiny Robinson. I just like the box said on the Christmas story when the leg lamp came in, it said fragile. He's very
Fragile. Yeah.
He's definitely very fragile. So I just see him a lot too. I mean, if the pocket's collapsing, he will get out of there and take off, which is a good thing and bad thing. Good thing is he does have the speed to get outside and get out. The bad thing is, like I said, being fragile and getting body weighted on. I don't see him if he's running around and scrambling a lot tomorrow and taking hits. I think they said actually Winston was questionable, so I don't know if you might see Zappy. I don't know. I heard that Winston was questionable. I forget what they said he had going on, but I said it. There's 3 games left. There's a possibility you will see Winston come back if they keep playing DTR because he will get hurt. It's just not. It's win. I don't want nobody to get hurt. I see him. The kid's got heart. He's got guts, but I don't know, man. He needs to eat some more spinach and I don't know, get on them weights
because it's almost inevitable for an injury to happen to him. But
and I hate that. But I'm not hating on him either. He can get it downfield. He does have an arm on him. He's in an NFL for a reason, and hats off to him. I want him to be successful. I just really wish he. I don't know. They need to put some more muscle on him, so he can withstand some of these hits that will be coming at him before the season's
up. Rushing defense, man. They allow 123.5 yards rushing, so hopefully Jerome Ford could just break off in them, and that'd be cool to see. They're averaging 4.5 yards per carry, and they've allowed 15 rushing touchdowns. So I think we're going to use a lot of run game tomorrow because of Dorian Thompson-Robinson. You saw it last week. Honestly, Jameis threw the 3 picks, and then you put in Dorian Thompson-Robinson, and 3 plays in, he throws a pick. That's what you're going to get almost, I think, the same exact thing you would get with Jameis as Dorian. I think Jameis might be a little more built up and ready, if you will.
He's the more seasoned. He's the more seasoned quarterback. And then, Dorian's got to come in and try to do his part. But he's got to it's different when you're on the sideline and you're ready to go in if your name is called. Okay. But to me, he's going to have to get acclimated to the speed of the game. So I think when he's coming out there, because it's one thing to sit and practice, but once the speed of the game comes in, I don't know if he's ready for that. He's ready for it, but he's got to get himself ready for it.
Oh yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So
the biggest thing to block for him is the line, man. They got to protect that pocket for him because obviously he's not a pocket. He could stay in the pocket and make a play happen, but he's one to scramble as well. He's known to do it. He's also known to get injured afterwards. So we'll see.
I'm thinking that, the game plan's got to change for him, so it's curious to see what kind of type of offense they're going to try to go with, short passing game, I'm thinking probably. And obviously, like you said, heavy on the run and short passing game. And then, see how that goes, I still want to see a couple over the top to Judy, man. Let him get some more yards on this season.
That would be nice, and they're saying that's not going to change. They're still going to target Judy. That would be nice. That guy's a situational guy for sure. A pivotal piece of this offense.
He definitely was a good addition to the team for sure. Great chess piece to have out there in that offense.
I just hope we don't play them like we did the Steelers that game where it was a bunch of little bump screens. Like, just don't do that, man. I don't want to see that. Just little short plays that don't happen. You get tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, I'm hoping, like you said, this line protects Dorian, so we're not running around like a chicken with our head cut off, because that will just dictate that whole game, and everybody's just going to be shaking their head.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you'll hear. I don't know. At this point, what are they going to say? Winston? No, probably not going to say Winston. We're going Zappy. I just don't even know at this point anymore with these quarterback situations for the last 2 seasons with these Browns. At least we had a watchable football season last year. We didn't seem to have a watchable season this year. And if you'd have told me in the beginning of the season, Browns are only going to get 3 wins, I'd have said, man, bullshit. Get out of here. You're a Steelers fan or
Right.
something. Get out of here, you reject. I ain't got time. I ain't got time for you. You're crazy. Did you see us last year with 5 different quarterbacks? I would
Did
have
Sam
never.
just predict something? The Bengals getting zapped by Zappy?
It could. Hey, man. Like I said, I did hear Winston was questionable. So
Right.
I don't know if they moved him up, but you have to have somebody else that's got to be ready to go. So I think that's the only one we got left. So,
Yeah. I mean, the Browns and the Bengals do have something common. They're both obviously from Ohio, and their third down conversion rate allowed is 47.5%. So that's another big thing. I'm so sick of seeing on a big third down, the Browns just defense falls apart. That's been a huge issue all year. And it seems to be an issue with the Bengals as well. There's pretty much a 50-50 chance that they're going to get a first down on third down.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think like it's the Battle of Ohio, man. And I just see us right now the way both of these teams look. I don't want to say they're mirror images, but if if you look at it, I will say it. They're kind of mirroring each other in that way. So hopefully we get a good game out of it, man. Like I said, I mean, if you're gonna lose with some attitude, lose with some gumption, man. Like, hey, man, we gave it everything for 4 quarters and we came up short, man. We really thought we had that one, man. And just make it watchable,
Yeah,
I'm so tired of hearing the same shit from all the guys. It's we got to try harder. We got to protect the ball. We got to protect the ball. Shut up. I'm over it. All right. It's been a shit season. I don't want to hear no more crap. All right.
Yeah.
Can you just go out there and finish strong? But like you said, I don't know. We need draft picks, man. So it's Battle of Ohio. I do want to see a football game. We got Miami next. Who cares?
They're not good
Ravens.
either.
They're out of playoff contention as far as I know. I don't think Miami's even in the hunt.
Yeah, they're
and
gone.
then we finish with the Ravens. So I don't know.
That game's still to be determined. And that's going to be in Baltimore. I know that, but just when is the question.
Well, yeah, they moved both of these games because this was supposed to be an 8:15 game. It got flexed out. And then Miami was also supposed to be an 8:20 game. And that got flexed out. So they want to put on what people want to see, I guess, because ain't nobody trying to watch Miami and the Browns go at it, which I like to touch. Yeah, absolutely. But I will touch on like Tua and Cole Temps. I've seen that he does not fare well in anything below like 40 degrees. He's at an L. He's never won a game.
Yeah.
So we'll have that going. We'll have that going for us in the Miami game. So it's December in Ohio. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm a dome guy. I will state that now. Build the dome.
I'm down. I'm getting
Build
old. Crabby
dome.
dude.
Build the dome. Are they talking about a retractable on that or not? Have you heard anything about?
No, I don't think it's going to be retractable. I don't even know if it's going to be natural grass or not either. But they do have. It's going to be like a glass ceiling.
I
seen
natural that.
Light. So I'm hoping it's if anything, it's natural grass. That'd be kind of cool.
Right.
You can water grass. You just got to. It's not.
What is that? I think that's. Well, they always got the temperatures for it, but I believe it is the Raiders Stadium. What is the name of that stadium? Not SoFi. It's not SoFi. But anyway, who cares? Their stadium,
though, dude.
Their field, it can come outside of the
Allegiant.
Yeah. Yes. The Allegiant Stadium. Their field, practice field, actually goes outside. They can bring it inside and outside. The whole field comes in and out.
Huh.
It's pretty cool. So,
well, the people that are talking about building this stadium are the guys that built Dallas, AT&T. He built the Vikings Stadium and something else. So I'm not against it. They're known to build some pretty badass stadiums.
Well, if we learned anything from the Dallas stadium, watch where your sun direction's at, especially if this is
Yeah.
going to be all glass, because you got that big glare. Like,
On
how
a
am I
1 o'clock
going to
game where it's going to be like right above you.
even? All the vampires in the audience are all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Between
a
hours and 1 to 4, that sun's going to come right over the field.
billion-dollar stadium, and you don't think about that, and it does affect the game. So
It
I don't
does.
know.
I've watched numerous people just get bonked in the head with a ball, like receivers trying to catch the ball because they can't because the sun's right in their face.
Right,
Funny.
right. Like you said, I did see the design, the top of it. It's a lot of glass. So just hopefully they're smart. Keep that in mind,
Yeah, we'll see. 2028, man. Well, I mean, something's got to happen soon. I got to start building soon if that's going to be the case. If not, we're going to be playing in probably Canton for a year. We'll see, though.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, man, let's break ground. I want to see them shovels out there and you do the official rib cutting and you have your people out there and obviously the Haslam's probably Stefanski, maybe Miles Garrett, shovel standing. Let's get it. Time to break ground. Let's get it going. So
Let's talk about
it's
Myles
not,
Garrett's performance against Joe Burrow. Garrett has been effective in pressuring Burrow, recording multiple sacks in their meetings. Notably, in a game on October 20th, 2024, Garrett's presence was significant, although he did not record a sack in a particular matchup. In their most recent encounter on October 20th, 2024, the Bengals secured a 21-14 victory over the Browns. Burrow completed 15 of his 25 passes for 181 yards, which is below his average. So I'm cool with that. 2 touchdowns. Despite Garrett's efforts, including significant pressures, he did not record a sack in that game.
Miles, well, like you said, it's proof's already in the pudding. If we, it seems that like we have that Burrow number, it's from having that constant pressure. Once he's under that pressure, he's not having those games that he's having. So if we can bring the pressure, we can beat the Burrow again. Like I said, he's only 2 for 5 against the Browns, which is one of the highlights that we have going against the Cincinnati Bengals. So I'm excited, man. I want to see Miles get, what did they say? He needs a half sack for the 100 on his career or something like that.
Yep.
I hear that. Let's get it, man. Let's go over the top. Let's go over the top.
That AFC North. Yeah, the ongoing rivalry between Burrow and Garrett continues to be a focal point in this Bengals-Browns matchup, with each player striving to outperform the other in these divisional contests. So for like a visual highlight of Myles Garrett's impact against Joe Burrow, you could see it here. Completions attempts, 143 out of 220 in their career. Completion percentage is 65. Total passing yards, 1,625, with 16 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a passer rating of 101.7.
Yeah, I want to see Miles ball out. I want to see him ball out for the rest of the season, as he should. I think he will. He's definitely he's got a lot of heart, man, and he's all about the game, And he seems like he actually has fun playing the game.
Oh yeah.
So it's good to see him out there. I want to see him. I want to see him, like you said. I said over the top. Remember the movie with the arm wrestling with Stallone? I want to see Miles just turn his head around and get that arm up there and then ball him out, boy.
Do you think it's too soon to say that Miles will be keeping an eye out for you?
Yeah, what was up, man? It looked like the camera angle, you really couldn't tell, but what looked like to me what had happened was, and it was incidental. I don't think the dude.
Right, it was not on purpose.
Not on purpose. Some guys are like that. That was not an on purpose thing, but it looked like he caught a thumb up under, because he does have the visor on. So I'm like, how the hell do you get?
Oh no, they put the visor on after that.
Did they put it on after?
Yeah, because sometimes he'll wear a visor. Sometimes
I would think. Well, anyway, back to it. I think you look like he got a thumb under the eye. But you would think Miles would always have a visor on. As much as you're getting double team and triple team, and hands and stuff are flying everywhere. I would think you would have a clear visor. You're probably going to have one on tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So I guess they had to go take him down. They had to take him to the eye doctor. They had to take a look at everything. So, yeah, man, getting poked in the eye is not fun, man.
Yeah. While we're on the subject of Miles, man, I'm just going to bring it up. Everybody has seen the the bullshit going around the internet and in fear that Myles Garrett's going to leave. That's what I'm going to call it. Just bullshit, man. Like, we don't hear. So Kevin Stefanski talks. We get the same story week in and week out. Myles Garrett says one thing, quote, I'm not trying to rebuild. I'm trying to win right now. And I want that to be apparent when the season is over and we have those discussions. I want them to be able to illustrate that for me so that we could do something. I can see in the near future because that's all we want to do. And everybody's taking that as I'm done with the Browns. If we rebuild, I'm out. He doesn't want to do a full rebuild. And I get that. He wants to bring the same guys that he knows back. We're not going to do a full rebuild. We just need a freaking quarterback, man. That's it.
You know, when I heard that, when I heard that, I didn't take it as if we start tearing it down to the studs, I'm out this house. I didn't take it as that. If anything, that gave me when he says that he wants to keep, we don't want to do a rebuild. I want, we can remanufacture. We don't need a rebuild. But to me, it seems like that means he wants Kevin Stefanski to stay. To me, it seemed like Kevin's staying. Okay. I don't want to rebuild. Don't bring me another new coach. I like Kevin. Okay. That's how I took it. And then obviously there's some pieces they need to work on in there. I think as soon as this season's done, I'll say it, Dorsey's gone. All right. But Myles wants to keep some of the core guys. All right. And they need to put it on the table for him. He's saying simply, show me that we can spin this ship around because I want to be a Browns fan. I want to be here. Okay. But don't bring me in. I'm getting later in my career. I'm not trying to do a rebuild right now with you guys. Okay. So I don't know. I just took it as Myles. That means that he wants to coach, same coach. Okay. I don't have a problem with that. Keep Schwartz. I don't have a problem with that. But let's figure out what we need to do to turn this around as far as an organization without doing a rebuild, because he's not trying to sit here for a rebuild.
I don't want to do a rebuild either. We had a show on it about a soft rebuild, not soft rebuild, but a soft touch up for this team. Obviously, there's some spots in here that definitely need to be taken care of. The offensive line being one of them, the quarterback being one of them, maybe some defensive pieces as backups for now, or to be able to flip-flop guys on the field so you're not burning out your defense, because we seem to be out there all year. That's another question I have is we obviously know a lot of the coaching staff changed. We brought this up on our Tuesday shows a couple times, and it's when you bring in a whole new coaching staff, it's not going to change overnight. Unfortunately, it's not. And this year it changed for the bad. Ken Dorsey being the worst one of them all, I think that guy is definitely going to be done after this year, and I have no problem with that. I mean, you watched him fail miserably in Buffalo. Now look at Buffalo that he's gone.
They're stating facts there, buddy. Like, why? I didn't really understand it, man. They're like, hey, look at this trash bag they just got tossed out. Okay, and they're like, hey,
Cleveland Brown quarterback. Let's bring him.
Here's the Cleveland thing to do. Let's get that guy. Yeah. Why? Why would you do that? And like you said, now look at Buffalo's looking pretty darn good right now. That offense is looking pretty darn good right now. So
we can mold him into what we want, but not really.
No, they just it's in a garbage. He's in a garbage bag, and he's still in a garbage bag. Now he's just up in a booth.
Yeah, I called that actually. The next day, I called it on the show. The next day, they announced that he was going to be playing or calling plays in the booth.
Yep. And that's what I thought he needed to be, but that didn't seem to be an adjustment either. So,
it is what it is.
Yeah. So,
how we can beat Cincinnati in order for the Cleveland Browns to secure a victory over the Cincinnati Bengals with DTR stepping in at quarterback, it would be beneficial for them to strategically focus on their own strengths while identifying and taking advantage of areas where the Bengals may be vulnerable. Leverage the Browns defense front to pressure Joe Burrow. Myles Garrett and the Browns pass rush are among the league's most dominant. When healthy, Cincinnati's offense line has shown vulnerability, particularly in protecting Joe Burrow, who struggled under consistent pressure. Again, we just need to pressure him. And that's something that Myles Garrett and this whole defensive line can do easily. I've watched it week in and week out where
we talked too earlier in the show too. A big thing for Dorian out there, because he's going to have to get acclimated to the speed of the game. Okay, is protect him. Okay, let him get a chance to don't stay on your blocks and protect the guy so he can actually try to go out there and win you a football game. All right. So it's starting at that line too, because if that's already breaking down in the beginning of the game, what's he going to be doing? Scrambling around. Once he's scrambling around, and he's good, he's got good outside speed. He's quick. He can do some stuff with his feet. But like I said, he's tiny. So if he's going to be scrambling around and he's going to be taking hits, he might not last the whole game just based on his fragility. So
Fragile.
So that's that.
Yeah, if we could disrupt his timing, force hurried throws, create turnovers, possibly, it'd be nice to see some interceptions. It can keep the game close and reduce the need for DTR to play from behind. A key stat, the Bengals offense has allowed 40-plus sacks this season, and Garrett has consistently caused problems for Burrow in post matchups. So let's get it. Let's get it, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a game, honestly, I particularly do want to win this game. Like you said earlier, it's the Battle of Ohio. It's a division rivalry. Get out there and bust that ass.
And you can rub it in, and then you can rub it in your son's face.
He's actually right over there right now. He's got headphones on playing.
He can't even hear us, huh?
No,
go Browns. We're gonna smash Burrow into the ground. Smash him into the ground. Joe Cool.
Yeah, and we know we're gonna have to run the ball effectively. I don't want to see DTR making a whole lot of passes, but watch this be like one of those games where DTR just goes out there and balls too, man.
You never know. The way this drunken season's been, you never know you don't know. 400 yards, 5 touchdowns. Everybody's gonna be like, "Told you, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Told you, that's the guy." And then we'll lose to Miami in the cold. Tua's never won a game below 40 degrees, and be Dorian threw 2 picks, and everybody's gonna go, "Zappy, told you, should have put Zappy in there." I can't with these fans anymore, dude.
Dude, I was at the home opener in Dallas, or at Cleveland, first Dallas, and after the first drive, people were already chanting DTR.
I'm trying to remember. My sister was at a game earlier in the season, and she said that Watson was in there stinking it up, and they started chanting Flacco, and he's not even on the roster. Flacco, he's not in the building. You sound stupid. Sit down. Get something to eat. Sit down. Go get something. Go to the bathroom.
Get a hot dog.
Get a hot dog. Knock off the nonsense. They're cheering Flacco's not even in the building, bro. Are you kidding me? We told you. We told you. Can't even do it, man. Jeez.
So, while we got
hang on.
Oh,
okay. All right, man. We're back.
With DTR in center, the Browns need to minimize his exposure to risky situations by leaning on the running game this week. Even without Nick Chubb, which is probably the biggest hit again. Jerome Ford and Kareem Hunt. Wow. Thanks, Angel. Jerome Ford can form a powerful duo. Nick Chubb and Jerome Ford were able to perform a powerful duo. But obviously Nick Chubb's out now. Running the ball effectively will keep Joe Burrow and the Bengals' explosive passing game on the sideline, limiting their opportunities to score. Man, I have to proofread Angel's notes sometimes. He's got Kareem Hunt still on the team. Oh, man.
Typo. It's a typo.
Angel's out with his wife celebrating this weekend in Columbus. Last weekend he had the dancing with his daughter, but this weekend he is out in Columbus. He will be back Monday. Actually, we're going to be doing a show after this game, and then Saturday Angel will be here on a Saturday show with us, the Browns Morning Brew.
Hey, did you want to really quick? I know you usually do it in every show. Real quick, shout out to the sponsors.
Yeah, we have
Did,
CB
yeah,
Excavating. You guys need any excavating needs at all, give Chris a call. He will definitely take care of you. Great guy. Bonded, insured, everything. Anything you need at all. The Doug White Allstate Insurance Agency out there in Olmsted Falls. You need boat insurance, RV insurance, renter's insurance, homeowner's insurance, car insurance, anything insurance. Give them a call. The Doug White Allstate Insurance Agency. Boom. Everything's all the numbers down at the bottom. 440-235-8500. Give them a call.
and a shout out to anybody looking for sponsorshipping, man. For the podcast, get in touch with Mike and Angel, and if you would like your business, or somebody that has even like a small business and they are looking for some exposure, give them a ring, man. We can use it
local.
Keep it local, baby.
We have actually, speaking of that, we have an announcement on the 1st. As you noticed, we didn't shout out a particular sponsor that we've been talking about. There's going to be some news on the 1st, and we can't wait for that to come out. It'll be fun. It's going to be a good time. Good time.
You have to let me in on that. I didn't know.
I will tell you that after the show. Yeah,
cool.
Cool. Angel told me to talk to you about that, and I forgot. Because,
it's all good, man.
I have whiskey brain from last night.
That's all right, man. I grabbed a 12-pack because I only wanted a 12-pack, and I drank a 12-pack, and I went to bed pack. I was tired.
That's what we do as Browns fans, dude. So
Wednesday, yeah.
We're on that new app called Threads. It's like by Instagram or whatever, and everybody's like bragging about being sober on there, which is cool. I mean, to each their own. If you want to be sober, that's cool. But we're Browns fans, so I made a post. I said, I'm a Browns fan. I've been sober 0 days, and it got a lot of good feedback for sure. But it was funny. I had to do that. I had to be that guy.
Right. Even if you're a sober Browns fan, you have to. It's
very unsobering to be a Browns fan.
Well, yeah, you got to have some kind of hobby. Like, man, you got our ass kicked today. I'm about to go build a model or something. I got to go do something. I don't want the snap-on shit. I want the stuff with the glue. Give me the fumes.
I'm gonna go build me a toilet paper holder.
I'm gonna go build a model in my room. Close the doors, close the windows, get that glue on there, and let's just start building a hot rod.
Just get high off the glue.
I was grounded a lot, so that's what I did in my bedroom. My mom would always be yelling, "Open up you need some ventilation in there." We're good, man. Look at this thing's almost building a Fiero right now. This thing's gonna be tits. It's gonna be tits.
Oh man. So we got to utilize DTR's athleticism and playmaking ability if he can make some plays. We're going to see a lot of rollouts, RPOs. Obviously, run pass option are crucial. I don't think lining up in shotgun with no running back in the backfield is a smart move.
Well, not in DTR is not that style to me. It's not.
Deshaun Watson shouldn't be either.
I don't even. Man, dude, we almost got through a show without even bringing up that guy's name.
Well, I'm gonna
so close.
But anyways, the RPOs can simplify the game for DTR while also putting on the defense on its heels. His ability to extend plays can turn into broken situations and positive gains. Short passes is Joku, Elijah Moore, and Judy, man, Jerry Judy. Sorry, I am on one today. It can keep the Bengals guessing and open up opportunities for big plays, especially with their defense. So I'm hoping that we could pull something off. I would love to see for DTR to go out there, man, and have a good game. Play some good football.
For sure, man. And I think I don't know if Njoku's going to be in here. So looking at here, what is Aikens? Maybe you can have him a good game. Yeah, Whiteheart. Maybe them guys can have let them guys give them the ball. They're there. Throw it to them.
Yeah, I didn't look to see who didn't. All right, so Martin Emerson had limited practice on Thursday. Myles Garrett did not practice on Thursday. Shelby Harris did not practice. Jerry Judy, full practices with a knee injury. Cameron Mitchell, limited practice. David Njoku, hamstring, did not practice at all. Cedric Tillman, limited practice. So it'd be good to see him back as well. and Jameis Winston his right shoulder. He had a full practice Wednesday and limited Thursday. I did not look up the practice schedule for yesterday or the injury report for yesterday, but some big things could happen tomorrow. Still, it's going to be a weird
That's it.
game.
It is going to be a weird game. I just wish. I just want it to be like I said, just make it entertaining, man. We got 3 games left, and then our football season's done. Can we have 3 good games of watchable football, please? can we get that?
Yeah. So with that being said, the game plan summary is to beat the Bengals. The Browns should aim to win in the trenches with their defense, dominate time of possession with a run-heavy approach, and creatively. Wow, I can't talk, dude. Creatively use DTR's athleticism to keep the Bengals' offense off balance. If they could limit the turnovers and force the Bengals into mistakes, an upset is entirely possible. I am never drinking again.
Liar.
And then that's just the game recap. What does anybody think about Kirk Cousins coming to Cleveland?
Better than Deshaun Watson. I'll say that.
Who?
Yeah,
Watson.
Watson. More like Randy Watson.
See, I don't mind. I like Kirk Cousins as a person, but the rumor is now that his arm isn't as good as it used to be. Coming off a big injury as well. It's just, I don't know, man. I would love to relive the Joe Flacco thing, and I think that's exactly what this will be with Kirk Cousins if it were to happen. You know what I mean? It's not. I want to find a bridge quarterback. I don't think Kirk Cousins is a guy. I hope, and this is what I've been reading as well, is the Browns not even picking up a quarterback in this draft. What I would like to do is just find a vet for 2025. Maybe bring in Jular from Penn State. That guy is good. I think he's good. I think he's what this team needs in quarterback play, and he's not going to the NFL this year. He said he's staying in college one more year, which is great. Get some more games under your belt in college, man, and then come to Cleveland so we could ruin your career.
Right. I don't know, like draft order, how it's going to go down, but I don't know. We'll have to see how that's going to play out too. That's all dictating on the win-loss ratio for these last 3 games. So, I think we need some help at that offensive line. Big time. Like you said, it would be nice to get a veteran style quarterback in here for next season just to get through that, but try to put these pieces back together. A lot of people were saying we're heavy on that running back Gianti. But I've been looking at a lot of what's his name? Cam Cabozo, Arizona State. You see that kid running the football?
Yeah.
If they do go running back, give me that kid. Give me that kid.
I say it is time to step up and pick up another running back. In the later rounds, I would say. I don't think running backs are going to be going super, super fast in the first couple rounds. But we'll see. I mean, it's starting to turn into a running game again. People are wanting running backs.
Like you said, it's turning around, so that might be a quicker pick than we might be thinking of too. So
that's just like we watch it with the quarterbacks. All the quarterbacks started getting boosted pay. Obviously, they've always been getting picked in the first rounds for a team that needs a quarterback. But then last year, this year, wide receivers boosted pay, and they're getting picked a little quicker. Now it's going to be running backs again.
Cam Scatibo, that was his name. Scatibo.
We can call him a scat back.
I know I was watching his highlights, and I didn't hear nobody talking about him, and I'm like, why is nobody talking about this guy? I'm sure other teams got their eye on him, and he will be picked, but I was just like this running style, man. Go check him out, Arizona State. Check him out. He's a hard running kid. I think he's like 5'11", has decent speed, good field vision, and you better pack a lunch and bring a couple of your homeboys if you're trying to tackle him down. So I like that.
And the good news about Nick Chubb is I don't know if everybody knows this, but his foot is broken. No surgery is needed. He will more than likely be back because this is the end of his contract this year. I think they're going to do it just like they did this year. They're going to sign him again, probably do a 1-year contract with incentives, and go from there. Give him the chance to make his money back through incentives. Play, you know what I mean? It's bring him back also to, if we do draft a running back, bring him back to coach this guy up and get him ready for the NFL.
Yes, most definitely, man. We talked a little bit about other coaching too. Like, why not? I'm gonna touch away from the running back aspect real quick, and we need a quarterback coach. Why don't we have a quarterback coach?
Because we don't have a quarterback.
Well, good point. But with all that's going on, I mean, that's a piece that you don't have in there, and I wish we would have that. So, whoever's going to be back there next year, I think that can help. And bring Stump Mitchell back, please.
Man.
Please.
That guy just started his own podcast. I'm going to try to get him in here.
Stump, man. I like Stump, man. He's a player's coach, man. You go watch some old Stump Mitchell footage.
Oh, yeah.
I like me some Stump, man.
Good dude.
I said I'm a running back guy, man. I like that position. You're always a target. As soon as you grab that ball, everybody's out to get you.
Oh yeah. He just let me see. He actually just did start a podcast. If I could, Stump Talk podcast, I think.
I'll have to check that out. I'd be interested in checking that out for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But that is pretty much all we got for you folks. Not a really whole lot going on. Unless you want to believe the Miles talk and all that. Miles is staying. Miles ain't going anywhere.
No, Miles ain't going nowhere. Like I said, he's just, the way I took it, he knows who he wants to still have around him as players and as coach. So Stefanski ain't going nowhere. Y'all calm down with all this Stefanski shit. He will still be here. Like I said, as soon as this season's over, I think they're going to be making real quick chopping moves. They're not going to be waiting a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month. I think it's going to be a few of them are going to be pretty quick. My 2 quick ones will be Dorsey. And as much as I like the guy, the special teams coach, Bubba, I think he's gone after the way this special teams looked this year. Unfortunately for him, I think those are going to be 2 guys that will be outski as soon as the season's over. And there'll be more, but yeah. those two are going to be to me, that'd be the first 2. Then I can say, you heard it here.
Huh.
Heard it here first, baby.
Heard it here first.
Yep.
So with that being said, that is the end of the show. Everybody, thank you for joining us, and we will see you. We are doing our show Monday, I believe, 7:30. I don't think Chad will be with us. It might be Sam again, but it'll be me, Angel, and Sam. It'll be a good one. We're going to talk about the outcome of the Bengals game, and if you want to rage, feel free to come here and do it. We'll be here on a sad Monday, or it's going to be a sad Monday either way, I guess, really, but we got Christmas to look forward to, so we're going to move along with that.
Yeah, for sure, Al. Absolutely. As always, man, awesome to be part of the show. And for all you guys out there, man, let's see what happens, man. Let's give them something to talk about. Remember Will Ferrell? Let's give them something. Let's give them something to talk about. Let's go Browns. Come on.
Battle of Ohio.
Let's get it.
I wouldn't mind to split that thing because I don't think we've ever given it to Cincinnati completely yet. So let's start for a while anyways. Not Joe Burrow, but yeah, we will see you guys Monday. Thank you.